Metalheads, it's time for another episode of Let's Get Heavy. We're welcoming a fresh new band today called Scatter Souls. You might even recognise the lead singer who goes by the name of Peretti. He's also a Twitch streamer, a fantastic guy to boot as well. Peretti's community has been a big supporter of Get Heavy UK over the last 8 months, probably even longer, and I am absolutely thrilled that he has chosen his new band, Scattered Souls, as his debut interview. So, without further ado, let's bring these lads on, because at the end of the day, you're not here to see me, you're here to see these handsome fuckers. So, without further ado, please welcome Scattered Souls. How are doing, lads? Yay!
Oh, it's going off somewhere.
Yes, I can hear it. I can hear it too. It's in my head.
I know, right? So we got to use the force and like make sure everybody else. Right now, all of you are hearing applause. What's going on, man?
How's it doing? How you guys doing? He's all right. He's keeping okay.
Good, man. How are you guys?
Ah, mate, absolutely charming. Just finished work an hour ago, so a little bit wired. Apologies for the lateness and the time differences. It is like good, it's 7 p.m. here. And
work, dude. How is the office over there at Pornhub doing?
It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Not too bad.
Debbie says hello.
Nice.
Excellent. Well, guys, thank you very much for picking Get Heavy UK as your debut interview.
Hell yeah, man. Well, we promised it a long time ago.
I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, and now we are actually a band now, so.
Yes. Well, let's get into that. Let's talk all about Scattered Souls. So, can you give us a brief introduction on how Scattered Souls came to be?
I guess it's me and Freddie got to talking, and we had played together many years ago, and we both had stopped playing for many years as far as bands go, and we just decided, hey, you know what, let's throw this shit back together and see what happens.
Nice. What was your old project before this then? Don't mind us.
It's actually Scatter Souls.
Scatter Souls?
Well, it's right, so you're really just kicking up the old Scatter Souls.
Yeah, reinvented the band, yeah.
Yeah. But obviously, you've got some new members. You two guys will be classed as the originals. So who's the two gentlemen sat behind you, Phil?
Over here is Brandon, the bass player.
How we doing, Brandon?
Over here is Greg, our new guitar player.
Nice. And who's missing? We're missing somebody.
The drummer, Rusty.
The drummer, Rusty. He's missing tonight, fortunately. Right.
Now, Brandon is actually his son.
Yes.
Right.
So we got a father-son duo thing going on. And well, the first time we did Scatter Souls, Brandon was just a kid, because we're all old as hell, you know, except for Brandon and Greg there. But the first time we had Scatter Souls, we had a couple idiots in the band, and it just kind of fell apart. But when we decided to do this again, I was like, you know, that name is still really marketable. Let's use that. And Phil said, cool. So, you know,
cool. Well, we'll touch on more of that in that father-son relationship, because I'm quite interested how that works. Do you have any arguments? But we'll touch on a bit more of that in a bit.
Our arguments are mostly at home when you don't do the dishes.
Do the hoovering, clean your room.
Yeah, so we really don't argue about much of anything. I mean, we're really close. Of course, he grew up with me being a musician his whole life. So he became one, but he's actually plays in another band as well, which is what the shirt I'm wearing is Prowess. He's a drummer
Nice.
for that band.
Cool.
But
Nice
he's
one.
a bass player for our band. So
Right. So what do you see is rolling for Prowess? Did you say you're the drummer? Is that correct, Brendan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, I'm the drummer for Prowess and the bass player for Scattered Souls here. And yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Sweet. Double duty. It's normal these days to have two bands in it, so it's normal these days.
I barely got time for this one. So.
So as a new band on the scene, what sets Scattered Souls apart from other metal bands? And what's going to make your music stand out from other bands?
Nudity.
Get in.
Greg is actually he only pretends to play the guitar. Greg only pretends to play the guitar. We actually brought him in the band because he's going to strip down on stage and do the air guitar. We're gonna see. Look, his guitar is this inflatable one,
Right.
and he does some really kinky shit with this thing. We have to clean it off, and I'm just saying.
Hang on, Peretti. You use that inflatable guitar on stream. I hope it's cleaned after every session you guys use.
It's cleaned all through the session. Okay.
Excellent. No, it is. I absolutely love it. A good band that you have to have a good time and have a laugh and a carry on, which I absolutely love. So nudity, that is what you're going to set yourselves apart. Yes.
Not really. No.
No. Well. Oh, well.
I fear we would scare the public too much with that, so I think I'll step away from that.
We would make some money. We would actually make some money because people would be throwing money on stage for me to put my clothes back on. So, that's why I would make a badass stripper, man, because like I might get a couple bucks to take it off, but I'll get double the money to put the clothes back on.
Well, I'd second that. I would throw money just to put your clothes back on. So,
answer your question. No, I think what's going to set us apart is, these days it's almost impossible to have your own sound.
Yeah.
You're going to sound like somebody. There's like billions of bands, so many subgenres of rock now, it's ridiculous. But we all kind of have a different backing influence for the most part. Some of us have several, like Brandon and Phil. They kind of come from a lot of different, decades of genres, everything from 70s to now, especially I think more Brandon than anything. That guy is like, it's crazy. His music history, it amazes the shit out of me. It's impressive, but we kind of got this what the fuck thing going on. Like people are going to listen to us and they're going to be, expecting one thing, and all of a sudden it's going to be something they didn't expect. It's so like a lot of our songs, we call it the what the fuck genre because it's just going to be a complete mind twist of a lot of different things.
Yeah. But think of it this way as well, because of the experiences you've got and the knowledge, you'll obviously stand a pretty good chance of standing out a little bit, surely.
I hope so.
Oh, yeah. This music should stand out pretty well on its own for several reasons, especially, the sporadicness of some of the stuff in it. But it's also, some of it's really heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got everything from that kind of poppy, make you move kind of thing to balls and crunch, man. Balls and crunch with weights hanging from your balls to crunch.
Chunky riffage. That's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
Or as I've gifted to yourself, maximum riffage.
Yes. That's right. That came from you. That's right.
So, will there be any particular themes, messages that you aim to communicate through your music?
Not
Nudity.
really.
No.
More nudity. You've got a thing, but you just want to be naked, don't you?
Yeah.
No, I don't know what I couldn't tell you what the message is that he's trying to send because I can't understand him.
Yeah. No, I mean, there isn't really. I mean, there's some deeper stuff like those lies is, it's not a personal thing. It's just kind of a vague thing I think people can relate to, as far as lyrics go. Like, people, that song's like, it's the typical thing. God, I hate to say it, but you know, Taylor Swift's always writing about her ex and all that kind of shit. Well, this
It works for her though. It works for her. That's the main thing.
well, you know, and so this one is just it's like a heavy metal, you know, I fell for those fucking lies through all the cries and everything else, you know, and you know, something like that. But then again, we got one called Poke the Bear that's about a true story about these fucking idiot kids that were camping and they got stoned as shit and decided to poke this bear, and the bear shredded one guy up and left him there for dead, and they, you know. So I mean, it's just random stuff for the most part.
At the time though, going in stuff like that though, Peretti, it's a good way to express yourself, and maybe even take some of the, like you've just stated there, take some weight off your shoulders as well. Do you know what I mean? That's one of the beauties what I found over the years, being an avid metal fan, is that you can express yourself, and it takes a weight off your shoulder. So yeah, exactly, totally, 100%. So maybe at the minute you might not have any themes because, like I say, you're still relatively new, still working things out. Maybe it's down the line, you never know. Maybe would you maybe tackle some mental health issues in any of your songs?
You know, honestly, I think everything that lyrically anyway, almost everything I do has some of that in there. Because you know, the whole world knows I battle a lot of that myself. You know, that whole song I did with Jamie King was about anxiety and stuff like that. You know, I don't like to go out there like some people over dramatic. Oh God, you know, I have anxiety problem. You know, I think you can address it and have a fun way of doing it. You know what I mean?
Everyone expresses himself differently, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's not like nobody knows about it, but there are some things I think awareness is important because, like, you got somebody that has an anxiety attack and people around you still seem to think you're just over dramatic and you're just, you know, a wussy. They don't seem to understand there's a serious chemical thing going on in your brain. And, you know, so I mean, but there's only a touch of that. I don't saturate the songs in it because I think that would just make it too, you know, that would be too Taylor Swift, you know.
Like I say, it works for Taylor Swift. She's not my cup of tea in music, but it works for her at the end of the day.
Well, I mean, you can put her on mute and I'd still watch her. She's hot. I wouldn't tell her no.
I think she might tell you no though.
Oh, she probably would, but you know, never mind.
Her bodyguards beat the hell out of him.
Yeah, I'd have to get through her bodyguards first.
Yeah.
So, are there any specific influences, both musical and non-musical, that have shaped your band's identity and sound?
I've actually got a lot of different backgrounds as far as music. Whenever I first got into music, I was into the metal scene, and that's what got me into playing. My first couple bands were metal bands. But, I mean, I've played so many different genres of music. I mean, literally almost every genre you can think of. The last band I was in, which recently shut down back in April, we were together for about 5 years under the name Fall for Nothing. We toured the U.S. a few times, and we've got some original music out there, and we did a lot of cover tunes because we had like almost every song I've written over the years I've been playing, they're all like different. None of them really sound the same. You could almost classify each different song into a different genre of music. I have just a wide variety of stuff I like. I mean, and that's what influences me to write is like I try to use everything that I've learned as opposed to trying to stay stuck in a box. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nice. Any particular bands that have influenced Shattered Souls?
Actually, yeah, the band that actually my biggest influence that got me into playing was actually Korn and like Limp Bizkit and stuff like that. New metal. That was my biggest inspiration. And then after that, it was classic rock for a long time.
Swapping the mic around.
Yeah. So some of my influences, a lot are like Black Sabbath, 70s bands, stuff like that. Man, I really dig Zeppelin. I mean, John
Classics.
Bonham, man. I mean,
Absolute classics.
that's one of my favorite bass players, man. I love that kind of shit right there, dude. So same, yeah. John Bonham, great drummer, of course.
Speaking of bass players, like can't go wrong with Geezer Butler as well.
Yeah,
Like, just stop.
He's so
bass
good.
intro to NIB is just absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely
Yeah,
phenomenal.
So for me, it's like the classics. That's where I get a lot of my stuff from. Always have the Geezer Butler, John Paul Jones, stuff like that. And then to bring that into metal is a lot different. It makes it a lot different. So
Yeah.
that's my influences, and then of course there are some newer heavy bands that really get me excited. I've always been an Avenged Sevenfold fan. I like them a lot. There's a lot of heavy bands out there, but what we're doing is we're taking our influences, remembering what they did, but then kind of like casting that to the side a little bit and doing our own thing.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
normally best way of doing it, really. Put your own sort of spin on it.
Yeah.
What about yourself, Phil?
Man, I've played originals probably about my whole life. So I've never played cover songs. I don't even try to play them. I don't like them to influence what I'm doing. So I'm also a completely self-taught guitar player. I couldn't tell you what a note is on a guitar, but I can play it. So it's just how this is just my style, But I listen to everything, man. I mean, the music's just from country to black metal. I mean, I listen to it all. So I mean,
I get a lot of shit for this, but I absolutely fucking love it. So yeah. Kind of knock a bit of Willie Nelson.
I played a lot of big shows though, man. I played with a lot of big bands. I've opened for Zach Wild. I played with
oh wow.
I played with Whitechapel, Cattle Decapitation, a lot of those bands like that. So
nice.
My playing style is just very different. So it's really heavy, but then again, it's sporadic at some of it. So, but
that's really the Scatter Souls thing, is being sporadic. I mean, like, a lot of the stuff we come up with is off the cuff, if that makes sense. It's just there's no rhyme or reason to it. We play something that's cool, and then another one will add something to it, and another one adds something to it. And I usually just kick back until they're done, and then I'll throw like some vocal melodies or whatever. But my influences range from everything you can think of. I actually started off when I was a kid with some piano, and then hip hop and rap.
Oh, nice.
Back in the days of breakdancing, and then I got my hands on a set of drumsticks when I was like 9 or 10, and then I was just there's no turning back after that. I got on a rock, and then eventually I decided carrying a microphone around was a lot lighter and easier than carrying a drum set. So I was like, well, I'm just going to try it now. Well, truth be told, the only reason I started getting into vocals is because I was starting to do my own solo stuff before I started getting in other bands, and I didn't have a singer. So I thought, well, I'm just going to put my own vocal tracks down, and then I'll find a singer and they can do this. And I never found one. So I just, kept practicing from there. But I think I'm kind of like with all these guys combined, it's just it's my own thing. Then I got a lot of Corn Biscuit kind of stuff, and then some older stuff. As much as I like to sing like they did back in the 70s and stuff, I can't do it, but it does have an influence on what I write.
Yeah,
and the melodies and stuff. And the same thing as Phil and I did shows back before we even ever thought we'd be in a band together many years ago, and we played a lot of the same stages, and then opened up for a lot of big bands and stuff. And then I think that's where me and him click the most, is because we have the same kind of the bigger venue experience, plus a lot of the smaller ones. Plus we just seem to kind of mesh good, so my influences come from all that, but also these guys, are probably my biggest influence, because that drives me as to where the Peretti stuff, the solo stuff, I was always just driven off of what I wrote on my own. And that's why I'm eager to get that last album done and be done with it, because these guys, I have a lot of fun with them. They like drive me to start wanting to sing and writing again, to where that solo Peretti stuff is just turned into a fucking job for me, man. I'm just ready to get it done.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. What?
And by the way, we still are looking for a singer.
Well,
You just pay $29.99 and self-addressed stamped envelope. Send it to Phil.
I'm sure I've told Peretti this already, and when he's been streaming that if you need a triangle player, shout. I can rock the shit out of a triangle for you.
Yeah, they're right. Yeah, death metal triangle.
Yeah, see if you can blast beat on a triangle, or blast beat on bongos. How about that?
I think the triangle is the only auxiliary percussion I don't have. I do have a cowbell and the wood block. You know, somebody wants to play that. Tambourine.
Metal needs more cowbell.
Dude, you know, I gotta have to have a triangle now. You know that, right? I mean, I've got everything else. I don't know if you can see it. That I had. Right, that one. Yo, yeah.
Definitely. Let's do it. I'll sample some triangles for you.
Right on, right on. Hey, listen, man. I'll tell you what. When we're actually going to be streaming a practice at some point. If you want to get a live one sometime, we can set that up too.
Sweet, yeah, man. That'd be cool.
Well, we're gonna start recording first. We got to get that knocked out.
Of course. And of course, when you do get it sorted and start touring, hopefully, I hope he's going to be flying to the UK.
All right.
Fly to the UK for us. Appear on our festival, Get Heavy Fest. That'd be pretty sweet.
So, what about you, man? Let's flip this interview for a second. What got you into streaming?
Oh wow! Yeah, question for me. Started during COVID, to be honest with you, Peretti. I'll be bluntly honest with you. Started during COVID. Lockdowns, not much happening. It was just literally going between home, work, occasionally a trip to the shop because we couldn't technically leave our houses because of lockdown restrictions. And I was just driving myself absolutely mad.
I think a lot of us did that, man.
We reconnected with an old friend who I hadn't spoke to for about 5 or 6 years. He's been streaming for about 10 years, maybe it's longer. Shout out to War Rich as he goes by on Twitch. He pretty much gave us my start. Showed us the works on how to get set up. I started with gaming originally. But I'm a terrible gamer. I am a load of shit. I will be.
You guys, I want to remind your viewers that he is full of shit right now. The reason he got into this, he saw my show once and he was like, I want to be like that guy. You know, I mean, he's even got Peretti tattooed on him. He just won't show it to you.
Yeah, it's on my arse.
Don't let him lie about that. No.
I've got the Peretti tattoo right on my keister. It's right on my backside. Yes, it's in a heart.
Well, Freddie's side gig, he's an Amish hooker.
That's what it is.
Oh, get in.
It just takes him a while to go door to door on a horse. So yeah.
No, I have a mule. I don't use a horse. I have a mule.
You have a mule, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does donkey shows as well.
Right. You heard of the donkey punch, right?
Yeah. It's oh, not a donkey show. I'm not watching that. That's for sure. Oh, but yeah, I kind of started from there anyway. Yeah, started as a gaming streamer. I always wanted to do music originally because I saw a lot of people doing reactions on YouTube. That was where I kind of wanted to go. But because of copyright restrictions and stuff like that, and I was like, I can't be bothered with it.
That's why I don't fuck with YouTube anymore, dude. They just, I was doing good on that. It was my career for a while, and then they just kept hit me, and now I'm permanently demonetized. But what made that happen is I had my own music videos on 2 different channels, and they said it was reused content.
Oh, never.
Yeah, my own fucking music videos. So, like, I had to do it because the deal I had at the time, I had to make my own. It was right about the time I got on IMDb, right? And I had to make an official channel. And so I did, and I uploaded all the videos to there. Well, when they said, well, you got reused content, so I deleted all the ones from my other one and I have them on my official one. But here's the bitch about that. Some of those music videos had over 1 million views, right? You know what it's like trying to get those numbers back again? Like one of them had like 1.9 or it was close to 2 million views, and now it's sitting at like 10,000. It's impossible to get those numbers back. You can't go to 2 million people and be like, can you watch it one more time? It just doesn't happen. But yeah,
Yeah.
they permanent. I went through all this, what they call it when you go. What's that called when you
I'm not sure.
when you dispute it? The fancy word for that, like
Argue.
Anyway, yeah, argue. I went through all that, and they were like, "Nope, you're permanently." I'm like, "Whatever, fuck you." So then that's when I just said, "Twitch is my new home." Fuck
Yeah.
YouTube. I'll still use YouTube to put the videos on because, I mean, why use my own server space, right?
Yeah, totally agree.
Got stuff out there, but I'm not gonna. I have no interest in making that my platform anymore.
Yeah. Twitch is my main platform as well, to be honest with you. Like I say, that when a few of my friends I've seen them playing music videos, and that's when I was just a light bulb. I was like, right, I need to scrap the gaming because it's not my niche. I've always wanted to do metal. Metal's been a big part of my life since I was a teenager.
Fuck yeah, man.
So it started with just me, just couple of viewers, just playing some tunes, song requests and stuff like that. Kind of spanned from there. As we grew, bands were coming in and requesting if we could play their songs, and I was like, why do I not do this on a regular basis? Just search for bands, feature them, give them a shout out, and then that just kind of went from there. Met a couple of guys called from Cass and Tefra, from Sunderland in my neck of the woods, along with a good pal of mine from Dark Imaging, and the three were formed Get Heavy UK, which is what our publication is. Get Heavy UK is our publication. Reviews, gig reviews, live shows as well. We even stream those live shows on this channel.
Nice.
Like I say, so like we do interviews on top of that as well, as we're doing right now. Yeah,
Well, you got a good thing going, man. You're doing good at it. Keep it up. But listen, I'm going to let you talk to them for a minute. I got to go outside and take a leak, so I'll be right back.
You got to go outside.
Yeah, there's no toilet here.
Yeah, we have a restroom in the band room.
Oh, right.
In here, Brady has to sit down and pee.
Fair enough.
Well, one of my friends are in this chat. Oh, it's Shepster. Hey, buddy.
How we doing, Shepster? Welcome in. First time chatter. Hope you're well, mate. Thank you very much for being here. We apologise, anyone, by the way, if you cannot understand us. But if you can't, just ask us to slow down and shut up.
I'm trying to figure out what Shep said there. It said, "Tell Phil and Brandon that Shep is here watching those," and it's blocked out. I don't know what.
It's good. It says assholes.
Assholes.
Yeah. I feel weird saying asshole when arsehole. Say it properly.
Yeah, he's
an asshole.
That dude's my brother, man.
Oh, is it what real brother or just person call you brother? Oh,
Real
Gary.
brother. No, not real brother. He's might as well be. I mean,
my brother Daryl, my other brother.
We've known each other for a long time. We met on
Brother from another mother.
Yeah.
Brother from another mother.
Yeah, we met on Xbox playing Call of Duty together, and
UK brother. Oh, he's from the UK. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, what part of the UK? What part from the UK you from?
So he's actually been over here to the United States and stayed with me twice for 2 weeks. He's a great guy. Yeah.
Oh, he's from Birmingham. Oh, he's a Brummie, where the good old birthplace of heavy metal with Black Sabbath.
Just a smidge. Let me know if it's feeding back, man.
What was that? Sorry. No, to be fair, your camera keeps freezing. I have noticed that.
I had to turn your audio up a little bit. I have a hard time hearing.
No, he said the camera keeps freezing or something.
Oh.
Yeah. Everything else, yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound too bad, but your camera just keeps freezing from time to time. But other than that, it doesn't sound too bad.
Tell them it's auto filtering the nudity.
It's auto filtering the nudity.
These aren't our real clothes. We're really sitting here naked. That's just buying the clothes for us.
Yeah.
The clothes are honest, but it looks like the green screen, but that's all put in there too.
It's a filter.
Yeah.
We're all naked, man. His clothes aren't really.
It's AI'd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. If you could see this,
I'm wearing a weird looking thong with an elephant trunk on front. So, yeah.
If you could see the screen on my left, they're actually butt naked. And Peretti's got some nice tassels on. Can I just say?
Well, we make him put the tassels on because his nipples are too big.
Well, you know, it's Italians, man.
Yeah.
They're not tassels. It's hair. I just braid them and put beads on the end of them. You know.
Sure, I understand.
Anyway, we're getting off topic here, guys. Let's get back on topic.
Well, listen. Before we go any further, we got to do something, man. Me and Brandon got one set up. You got to grab your cup.
No, he don't. No, he don't.
We got to do a shot with you, man. Hang on, I got to refill Brandon's. A dumbass went and drank his.
What? Doing a shot? Well, we're doing a shot. 2 seconds.
Oh,
I need to slide to the right.
Okay.
Slide to the left. Crisscross.
Liquor. Oh. What is it? What you got?
Ah, yeah.
Is that Jack?
No, that's Jack Daniel's Honey, I think.
It is.
Oh.
The brand new bottle hasn't even been opened yet, so.
Well, there you go, man.
Nice.
Sweet.
So let's
Shoot the lid off
Yeah,
of it. He
he's
wants
a-
it so bad.
He's getting fucking chipmunk on that shit. He's like,
them stupid labels, man. What can I say?
yeah, damn them for
Well,
stealing these bottles.
I don't have a shot glass, so I'll just have to make do and put it in this little glass here.
Just throw the bottle up and chug it, bro.
There we go. I think that's a relatively semi-decent shot.
That's a big ass shot, bro.
Oh, well, man. Put hair in your chest.
There you go.
He's ready?
All right, man. Cheers.
There we go.
Hell yeah.
Shep's got him some vodka.
Right about now is when I would hit one of my buttons and be like, booyah! You know.
I haven't got them special buttons. I mean, I've got buttons, but I haven't got that button.
Dude, you gotta have buttons if you're a streamer.
Yeah.
Thing to happen is-
Street.
Tom Brady when he's naked, but
Street.
I look like an ugly third grader.
Anyway, right. We're getting off topic again. Off topic. Right. Back. Scattered Souls. Being a newly formed band, what are your current plans for recording and releasing music?
Well, as far as releasing, no, never mind. All right. I'll get serious.
Okay, so Peretti actually he wants to record, but he wants to be an experimental recorder. So he's actually gonna use like his asshole to record the songs. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Give me the damn thing. He's trying. Always trying to get some serious answers. We're gonna put a balloon in my ass, and every time I fart, we're gonna let go in and squeak it. Go, "Ree, ree," you know. Anyway,
no, we'll start recording next weekend.
yeah, we're changing the interface. We had the gear, but it turned out to be the wrong stuff. So we're gonna start recording next weekend because
And who bought the wrong stuff?
do what?
Who bought the wrong stuff?
It's sponsor given actually.
Oh,
Different
sponsored?
viewers.
Nice.
We don't have any big name sponsors on this, but like different viewers buy the stuff, you know, or they contribute. We've had this thing up to try to get the interface and between them and actually Sweetwater, we were able to get that, and you know, because the stuff we had was all wrong. We had to send it back, and we would have started recording last weekend or the weekend before that. I can't remember, but we had to get new gear. And so that's coming in the mail. And since it's not here today, we couldn't start recording today. So good timing with the interview anyway. But we're going to start recording ASAP. I think we got, look, the camera does keep freezing up.
It does, yeah.
We got eight songs right now. I think we'll probably have 9 on the making an official LP, you know, but
so you are, I was just about to say, can you provide any insights of when we can expect a debut release from a single, maybe?
I think we're aiming to release like when we go to California, March or April. We're going to send out the box sets. Jamie King Audio is going to be mastering. He did. He's a Grammy nominee producer. He did Between the Buried Me and thousands of other bands. Really.
Wow.
He's going to mix and master everything. We're just going to record it here, the tracks, and then send it to him.
Nice.
But it could be so. I mean, we very well could have a single out before then. that'd be the smart thing to do because that's what's kind of trending and making making things work these days. But it's kind of bad mojo to put out a single without a music video if you're going to do it before your album release. So what we're going to do is we're going to have samples of each track, and we're going to put up a thing and let the viewers and listeners vote on which one should be our first music video, which song out of the album, without releasing like the whole song. It's just going to be like clips of the best parts, like they do with the movie trailer.
Nice. So you said you're going to be doing a full LP as opposed to an EP first, or you're going to split it and do 2 EPs, so part 1, part 2, release one at the beginning of the year, one towards the back end of the year.
No, it's going to be all at once.
All ones. So I've noticed a few times with like especially with bands now, they're releasing like 2 EPs, one at the beginning of the year, one at the back of the year, and then within the following year it becomes a full LP. Do you know what I mean?
No, I see in some artists it works like that. Like what's that? Encircled Throne, man. They do a lot of singles and before a full album's done, and it does work for some people. But he's already had a build up for that specifically, where we don't. We're already pushing out there. We're gonna have an album. We're recording an album, so it's just safer. It's good idea to have one song and one music video done before you release the album. It builds the hype, right? It's psychological. Yeah. But for the way we've been building up our stuff, it's not a good idea for us to put out several singles before the album's released. So we're just gonna do album all at once.
Yeah, next one. And will you be releasing a physical version of this, or will it just be digital?
Oh, absolutely. We're old school as shit, man. For me, I've got to have that CD. And I know that I've asked people in the shows, the streams that I do, if they still like that CD. And yeah, they feel the same way. Most of them feel the same way I do. They like to have that CD unwrap, open it up, stuff like that. So
when you
tend to do that.
When you say old school, I tend to go more vinyl now than CD.
Yeah, that is a popular thing, but unfortunately that we don't have the kind of support to get those produced because it is crazy expensive.
One hella expensive. But I have also seen quite a rise in cassette tapes.
I have seen that too.
So maybe's. Well, this is the thing. Make it a limited run, 100 copies. You know what I mean? That shit will fly off the shelves rather quickly, I think.
We'll send free pencils with every cassette.
Yeah,
definitely.
Back up, right. I don't think we've ever discussed a different.
Hold on, guys. That's not what I thought this was. I thought we were doing 8 tracks.
We can do 8 tracks. I don't think there's any players.
That is way before my time. Way before.
BeardBo, did you hear this? Look, listen to this guy.
Yo, what the fuck is an 8-track, bro?
Mate, I'm with you.
Yeah, what's
nope.
8-track?
Never.
I'm so confused.
Have you ever heard of ABBA?
Oh, well, yeah, I've heard of ABBA.
Okay, so when they were released, there was these things called 8-track tapes. It was like yeah, it's a giant cassette tape, and back in the old days, you put this giant freaking thing in the player, and then when it gets but what's funny is that they had auto reverse before cassette tapes were invented, and then it took forever for cassette players to have auto reverse. But we had them in the car when I was a kid, and Dad had ABBA and all those bands, and we pop them in. And I think originally they were called 8-track tapes because there was only 8 songs, but then later, of course, they put more on there, but. They're just giant, like he said, giant cassette tapes is really all.
Yeah, so for myself, we went from cassette tapes to CDs, and then obviously you had the portable CD player when you used to walk around, and then from there, I don't know if you heard of mini disc.
Yeah.
Mini.
Recorded a couple albums on those.
I absolutely loved mini disc. The sound quality on them was absolutely unreal.
I'm telling you, I used to swear that was going to be the thing to revolutionize and take over everything, but I was dead wrong.
I thought so too.
Everybody that I knew personally, I was the only one that had a mini disc recorder and player.
Yeah,
I'm telling you guys, it's going to take over, and it just never did.
Yeah, yeah. My my like setup at the time had like a mini disc recorder, so people just put that blank recorder and mini disc and just record shitload of CDs and stuff from my house.
Oh, yeah, man. You could stack those things up and put them in your pocket. They were so, they were great.
Yeah, and you didn't get, because with CDs, if you didn't get like if you had a portable CD player, some of them didn't have like the shock. So if you shook it really hard, or if it's in your pocket, it would skip. And that was what I absolutely loved about mini disc, because it didn't skip.
Right, yeah, you could drop that thing. See, I worked in a factory when I had that thing, and it was a smaller player. It put right on your hip, and if it hit the ground, you might break the player altogether, but it wasn't going to skip, But yeah, I mean, I'm with you, man. That thing was great.
Yeah,
I loved it.
I don't care. Just don't skip during the breakdown. Just don't skip.
Right.
Not at the best part. But yeah,
right.
Definitely.
Pull them out of our songs.
Yeah.
The skips.
The breakdowns.
Yeah. We thought about putting the skips in just to fuck with people. Like, they would think their CD player was messed up until they realized they were listening to an MP3. Like,
Maybe it's
over and over again.
Maybe it's add the static sound. Add the static sound of a vinyl player. Like when you start the song at the beginning.
Start the song with a banjo? Is that what
No. So at the start of a song, if you add the static noise from when you put the needle down on a vinyl.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Put that on the beginning.
Like, you look around for it. Well, there is a streamer that uses I forgot his name, but he uses nothing but vinyl.
Yeah,
that would really fuck him up.
Blank, I think, from Australia. Yeah. What a guy.
Wait, so he streams vinyl?
Yeah.
That's cool.
This guy is cool as shit, man.
His record collection is insane.
Wall to wall, man. And he gets a lot of viewers too, but what's crazy is, like, he has some kind of deal where he can't take requests.
He just goes on there and does his thing.
Yeah, he just plays them, man.
Cool.
People can suggest stuff to him, but he,
if he's got it on vinyl, then he'll play it. But yeah, his record collection is insane.
That's awesome.
Just a quick shout out to I see some of the people that regulars on my show on here. Mr. B, one of my moderators on there. Yeah, he says he remembers 8 tracks and Endless Loop. Hell yeah. And by the way, just a quick hello to everybody else watching too. I appreciate you guys.
Nice one. Big respect, big love to everyone watching from around the world. People from the UK and the US here. And we've even got people from Argentina as well. Good old Carmela Lou.
Carmela Lou.
Yeah. And because of you, Peretti, she now refers to me as BeardBo. Thank you very much for that. That is every time I enter your stream, there it is. Hello, BeardBo.
Yeah. When he first started coming around, I couldn't ever either. I had too much to drink, I couldn't say his name, or I would just forget and read it. It was always Beardo Wag.
To be fair, you are not the only one. Everyone misses that B for some reason, even though it's in capitals. That B, they miss it. But to be honest with you, Bloody Randomer, who was currently in chat, her son Charlie gave me probably the best nickname of all, Little Bowbeard.
Phil said he called you BeardBo Teabaggins.
I've been called worse. Big cowers. Is that what you would like? Out of curiosity, would you like to be teabagged by BeardBo?
No, I won't.
No.
That's Rusty wants it when he gets here.
Yeah. Rusty's not here. When he gets here, we'll tell him he's delegated to get the first tea bag from BeardBo.
Nice. Okie dokie. Nay boys. Well, I'll sort that out.
Make the tea bag soggy.
Hey, ready. Ask him. Yeah, I'll ask him. What's the band on your shirt? I can't see it too well. What's it say?
It's called Wargrave.
Who are they and where are they from?
They are from.
Your favorite bands?
They're from London. From the underground scene. Interviewed them quite a few months ago. Absolutely legends of dudes. if you don't know what the LMC is, so the LMC is the London Metal Coalition, where you've got about between 20 and 30 bands part of this coalition who support one another, help each other out. They'll run gigs. They've even got their own festival called the London Metal Coalition Festival. So yeah, Wargrave is part of that, basically part of the London metal underground scene. If you are a fan of Iron Maiden, Saxon with a little bit of a thrashy type vibe, absolutely amazing. Definitely go and check them out.
Hell yeah, I definitely will, man. That's fucking dope.
Yeah, man.
Man.
That's that. To be honest with you, Brandon, that's the majority of our focus here is the underground, the smaller bands. Because as much as I do love Metallica, they're not going to be here forever, and which is why I try and look after the little guys as much as possible, because we need the next band to come up and take over Metallica to keep the scene flourishing, to keep it going. Because we can't just be listening to Metallica for the rest of our lives, can we?
That's awesome, dude. I love that shit, man. That's cool.
At the minute, they've only got 2 songs out. They've got a debut album coming out early next year, and being a promoter here in the UK, myself and my 2 partners, we're going to be booking them for a show here in Newcastle in April time. So looking forward to it.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, it's all about supporting. I'll try like the smaller bands. When I go to gigs now, I won't buy T-shirts for a big band anymore. If I go and see Slipknot, Metallica, Slayer, or whoever, if I go and see a big band, I will not buy that merch because they don't need it. Do you know what I mean? They don't need it. I'll buy a smaller band's merch. So Wargrave, for example.
There you go, man. That's really cool of you, dude. I mean, we definitely need more people like you to do. I love sport and local band stuff, man. But that gives me 2 thoughts. One is we need to hurry up and get the fuck out to the UK while we're still small, because we're going to be blowing the fuck up soon, right? But the other thing is, just my head. But if you don't mind, while you're talking about merch, I'd like to plug. We have the pre-sale box sets coming up. Just scatteredsouls.rocks/ box set, and you can go on there and get that. And it's got all kinds of really cool stuff that's going to be in there. It's a bit pricey, but lots of stuff in there.
Just like I do for every other small band, I will always make a little purchase of something. Do you know what I mean? Because I say it's my thing at the end of the day, where I'll support bands. The Twitch donations that I receive, subs, bits, and stuff like that, apart from February and December, because they're being donated to charity, but the rest of the time I'll just purchase smaller bands' music or a T-shirt. Just give it to a smaller band, because at the end of the day, it's those that need it. And with Spotify at the minute, if you've heard what's going on with Spotify, where they're lowering the payout for smaller bands.
Spotify sucks ass, man, for artists. They just do. And I never promote my Spotify on shows because my numbers are horrible on there. But I just never felt it necessary to promote it because, even the bands that are getting, 1 million views are only getting like pennies, like below penny. They're getting pennies on the penny.
Yeah.
It's just stupid. I mean, it shouldn't be all about that. And the, listeners like Spotify, but I just, when they're making so much money off of that shit and they're giving the artists, you got to think for every 1,000 plays you get like a half a cent. I mean, that's just bullshit, dude.
I think it's 0. Well, at the time it's dropping, but it's 0.003 pence.
Yeah. Per milli, which is like 1,000 plays.
So within like a year and a half, you'll have made £10.
Dude, I made $20 off of Spotify in the last 10 years, or since I started, however long that's been. $20, and I'm just like, I don't even find any reason to do it. But I think that you being the first official interview for Scattered Souls, I think that should get you a T-shirt when we get them made. I think.
Well,
that.
As
We'll send you a t-shirt.
a few bands, so Fracture Point, who are also part of the LMC, a few bands have actually who I've interviewed. They've tried to send us free stuff, but I won't accept it. So, like yourselves,
I'll tell you what, we're gonna send you a free one, but if you want to turn around and send us a tip, how's that?
I'll send you a tip.
He's adjusting.
It'll be a hot tip, that's for sure. Sorry, exactly. Just the tip, Evil Penguin. Just the tip.
Right.
That's all. That's all I am.
When you give us that tip, Brandon will send you some nudes of himself.
Oh, I
From
admit.
his OnlyFans page.
Sweet, excellent.
He said sweet.
That'll be game for that. Fuck's
We'll
sake.
definitely hook you up, man. But
Yeah.
I think personally, man, I'm sure these guys agree too. But that's awesome what you do for local, man.
Thank you. Yeah, it's what we're all about at the end of the day. Just you'll know yourselves, guys. There is so much good. It'll be the same for yourselves in the States, just like here in the UK. There is so much good music out there, unheard good music out there, and it just doesn't get the attention it deserves.
Exactly.
And Wargrave is one of those bands. Do you know what I mean? And just here in my scene, in the Newcastle scene, Roy mentioned Cass and Tefra. Do you know what I mean? Trendkill. I can go on for hours. Do you know what I mean? Mentioning how many unrecognized bands who need love and attention, really.
Hey, can you send me a link to one of their YouTube songs, or even spot or whatever, and I'll open up my show tonight with it.
Sure, yeah. Wargrave. Do you want Wargrave? Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. Yeah, just
to be honest with you, Preddy, you actually were in chat when I was interviewing Wargrave.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, it was probably really early and I haven't had coffee yet, or it was later and I had too much to drink. So.
one of the two. One of the two.
One of the two. Oh yeah. But that's cool though.
But yeah, you were in chat during that interview with Wargrave.
Sweet. Yeah, send me a link, dude. I'll open up the show tonight with it.
Sure. Yeah, no worries. I can do that. It's no worries. I'm forgetting where we are. Do you have any planned shows? Can't even speak. Any planned shows planned for fans to look forward to? Now I know one in March for local band Smokeout.
We only have the one in March.
Just the one in March.
Right now, we only have the one in March, and we're looking to maybe book one or two shows before then.
I was just about to say, because that's kind of a festival appearance. Is that correct, with local band Smokeout?
Yeah, so that whole thing has really started off with me and BG from local band. We wanted to do what we do, but we wanted to do it with live bands. And in the midst of creating that between the two of us, I was like, well, you know what? I just started up this new band with Phil, and I said we would love to get on that spot. And he's like, hell yeah! But we haven't even had a single practice yet before I threw that on there. So that's kind of like, well, I hope we have a band.
Yeah.
But,
being like, it would be good to have a couple of warm up shows before you do that.
And actually, since you asked, I got an updated little bit of info on that. We were hoping, we haven't heard back from them yet, but we were hoping to have this bigger band. Well, I guess I can't name drop that because it might still. Oh man, it's written so tiny on my screen. Fuck. Well, I'll tell you what. I there right now on the 30th. There's like 10 bands. We're gonna be playing at 5:30. It's gonna be in California at the, what is it, Tiki something or another. I can't see it. I'm sorry, man. On my it's called the Self-Inflicted Fest.
Nice.
And at Costa Tiki Bar in Costa Mesa. Pre-sale tickets are $15 each or $20 at the door. And venue closes at 2 a.m. The headliner hasn't been decided yet because like I said, I probably shouldn't say because we're still waiting to hear back from them. But there's going to be like 10 bands on that. Now there's also going to be one on the 29th, but we're not playing on that. The 29th is going to be kind of like a warm up thing. There's going to be a bunch of bands on that, but trying to figure out, you know, to get everything keyed in, tuned in to do it live. So
yeah, of course. So 10 bands for $15. Is that correct?
I think that's a hell of a bargain, man.
Mid.
I don't remember which band it is, but one of them he said is, you know, pretty much sells out everywhere they go around there. So
yeah. So our debut festival, Get Heavy Fest here in the UK in Newcastle, we did 9 bands for £10.
Nice.
So
I want to get on that. We need to go to the UK. I want to get on that show.
So yeah, that was nine bands for £10, and there was kind of a running joke with our friend Omi, or my brother from another mother, Phil, getting into that sort of thing. So a tub of so Lurpak over here is a big tub of butter. It's like 1 kilogram of butter, and it cost more to buy that tub of butter than our festival.
Wow.
So that will show you how bad the cost of living is here in the UK. It was cheaper to watch 9 bands for a full day than a tub of butter. Absolutely insane.
A tub of butter. You know, I'm sure I'm sorry. We got a text from the drummer said he's on his way.
Oh, good old Rusty.
He ran into some rain delay. But anyway, a tub of butter. You know, there's a lot of fun things you can do with a lot of butter.
Well, this is true, and this. You can watch it. It's on YouTube. My friend goes around and asks various people about his butter.
Random question. Ask him about your butter.
Yeah.
Do you like my butter?
Hey, again,
I bet my butter's better than your butter.
He's got the better butter.
you can butter my waffle.
butter my cheeks.
Jesus.
As long as it ain't butt butter, we're good.
You know, I mean, you should market that, dude. BeardBo's better butter.
That is a mouthful and a half. That is an absolute mouthful. Trying to say that at a live show with keeping a straight face, trying to be deadly serious.
Oh, hell, man, I can't say half the shit people tell right on my screen, you know, let alone that.
Oh, wait. Anyway, we've got 2 questions left. Are you ready, guys? Before we turn it over to the viewers. In metal genre, there's often a strong connection between the band and its fans. How do you aim to cultivate and maintain this connection with your audience, both online and through your live shows?
We'll have you repeat that. All right. Yeah, give it to Brandon.
Hang on. Here's
Just showed up. Rusty's here. What's up, Rusty?
Tell Rusty what's happening with the tea bag.
Yeah, get the tea bag. But the way we're gonna cultivate relationships with fans is to put on the greatest show we can, and then on top of that, we're just gonna be real with them, hang out with them, and spend some time. Honestly, that's the only thing we can do. That's the best thing we can do, I think.
Oh no, guys, your camera's gone off. What you've done?
Oh, can you still hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Just your camera went off. You're back there.
Come in and broke it.
Rusty, how you doing, mate?
There we go. All right, let's give him the mic. Will it reach?
Yep. He asked, "How you doing?"
Doing good. How are you, my friend?
Oh, champion. Thank you very much for asking. How was golf?
Went pretty good. Caught a little rain delay,
Mm.
so I ran behind, but yeah, had a good time.
Sing some balls and holes, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Okay, excellent. But it's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, mate.
Nice to meet you too, sir.
Sir, I've been called sir in my life. Wow.
We have him talk to everybody that we don't want to talk to because he's polite.
You want Rusty? Have fun with it.
Nice.
Did you have any questions you wanted to redirect?
At the minute, we're still, I believe, Phil, you were in the talking about the connection, maintain the connection with the audience and the fans, both online and live shows.
It's mainly just being real with people and trying to maintain, a great relationship with your fans, so they can, if try to get them to relate to you as much as possible. And that's, that's one of the reasons, like on Freddie's show and stuff, that I go in there and chat as much as I can,
Good for PR.
yeah, the more people, see you around and talk to you and get to know you, it helps a lot with your fans and everybody around you,
See, again, going back to the underground scene, what we were discussing before with Brendan, this is one of the reasons why I absolutely adore the underground scene, because once a band's finished on stage, they're straight in the crowd, straight in the audience, having a bit of a chat,
Yep.
talking with people, etc. And it's literally just one massive community, fans and musicians alike. It's just one massive community, and I absolutely love that.
That's the way we've always done it.
Yep.
I've never sat in a green room or back room and hung out back there while, everybody's out there having fun. I'll go out and get in the crowd. I'll jump in the mosh pit.
I've jumped a story and a half distance off the stage to do that. But
nice.
You jumped a story and a half straight onto a penis.
I thought I was going to hit the ground, but luckily they actually caught me. But I will say this. I forgot the band that we played with. I think it was Butcher Babies or something like that. I stayed in that green room the whole time because they were so fucking hot. Like, I was like, I had to be near them. I'm pretty sure, it was Butcher. It was at Ziggy's.
Probably.
Yeah. And that green room was always kind of nuts anyway, and it was really small, so I got to be really close to him,
Yeah. Shep said he's too tall to relate to Phil. All right, Shep, I hear you, bro. I hear you.
I think Phil summed up your answer like pretty good though, man. I think we all feel the same about that.
Yeah. We spoke with a band called Worship the Sacrifice, and Laz, their vocalist, he said it perfectly. And I'll say this again to anyone who wasn't there, and to anyone who's watching in the States as well. If you have not discovered your local metal scene yet, go out and do it, because it is the best place to be. Your local scene, whether just small local shows, you will not find a more welcoming crowd ever. And it's not just from the crowd, it's the bands as well. Like I say, it's such a tight niche. It's a family at the end of the day. So please, if you haven't already, go out and find your local metal scene.
Damn right. Well said, man. Yeah, the local ones tend to like get in with the crowd a little bit more, get to know them and stuff, And I swear it wouldn't matter if I became a superstar. I would still try to find a way to do that. It's like that's what I live for. I thrive off that, man. The feedback from their energy, and especially meeting them after the show. Unless they're like wanting to beat you up, they're pretty cool.
That's why you need to come to the UK for. No one wants to beat you up here. They'll just hug you. Yeah, they'll have a couple of beers and they'll just want to come and hug you.
You guys are about to see a big time metal beatdown in a minute. Brandon's fixing to get it.
Oh no! Oh, live spanking on stream.
Happens often in this place.
live spanking. Someone's getting grounded. No. Someone's getting no allowance for you. Anyway, lastly, what are your long-term goals and aspirations for Scattered Souls? Rusty, I think Rusty's just getting here. So what's Rusty's thoughts on this one?
I was about to say, I'm going to give the mic to each. They can each give you their own answer. And can you repeat the question?
So, lastly, what are your long-term goals and aspirations for Scattered Souls? Where do you see the band heading in the future, and what milestones would you like to achieve?
Well, I think we got something good going here. So a lot of good musicians, and for the short period we've been together, everything just gels really nice, and we all feed well off each other. got great personalities. Everybody gets along and takes criticism well. And I think, it's just a matter of how far we want to take it and
Yeah.
getting our music in front of the right people at the right time. And I think that's really the only thing holding us back. I think the music's good and quality musicians, and it's just a matter of the right person hearing it at the right time and get the networking out there, doing things like this right here, which I really appreciate.
That's no worries. I'm just glad Peretti chose us here at Get Heavy UK to be the debut interview for you guys. So I'm in Peretti streams on quite a regular basis, and we do have a bit of banter, as we say here in the UK. So yeah, we've always, I think we've joked about it from time to time, but then it got made real a couple of months back. He said, "Would you take the debut interview?" And that's hell yeah, I'll do it. Give me a shot at it. I'll do it. And again, because it helps being from the UK. There's a new audience within the UK now who know who Scatter Souls are.
Yes, exactly.
So yeah, no worries at all. No worries at all. Who's up next?
Brandon.
Yo, so my goal with the band is to just go to the UK, honestly, and then like pick 4 women and stack them on top of each other and just, pick which one I want. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Brandon's actual goal with this band is that he's hoping it's going to be the reason that someday he can see a grown woman naked. Please. Oh, that's
Please. No, the goal as the band is to just, get albums out that people connect with, honestly. And play shows and meet people and go around the country, maybe go to other countries. Really, I mean, the goals are simple, right? We keep them simple. We want to play big shows. We want to meet people. And we want, like I said, we want to write songs that just people connect with for sure.
Yeah. Nice one.
I've always been a fan of trying to give the fans and people that stuff they haven't heard yet or close to something they haven't heard. It's something a little different. Just trying to get creative with it and experimentation as far as what we could do with this music, and who knows what'll happen. I mean, maybe it'll do well. Hopefully, it will. I mean, I think it will. I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
I think people will be able to connect with a lot of this music for sure.
Excellent. How I feel.
I just play guitar.
Okay.
No, so we're gonna try to push as far as we can go, and hopefully build our fan base, as big as we can get it, especially for the area we live in, because a lot of places around here, this music scene has really crapped out in a lot of ways, and so trying to get that back. Back in the day, back when Freddie, when we was way younger, but we used to have a group around here called the Mullet Militia. And
I like that name, the Mullet Militia.
It was a giant group of all bands, and we put on, like you do, the festival things. We put on big shows with dual stages. Every band, supported one another. We all played shows together all the time. I mean, it was, and if we could pull off something like that again, that'd be great. But finding the venues that would actually let you do something like that anymore, like the bigger venues that we used to play in, a lot of those are gone. Yeah. So they're talking about bringing one of them back. We'll see. But the goal is, to go is set the bar, somewhere close to the middle, and hope that we go up and not down. So, and
what side question? What is the local scene like where you guys are? Like, so for the smaller clubs and bars for yourselves, what's it like? Is it tough to get shows?
It's not hard to get shows, really. It's just
hard to find a place
find a place that's good that do it in, man. There's a lot of clubs around here that's just, they might as well be just dumps. I mean, and like I said, since the last, what, 14 years? Last 14 years, I mean, the music scene around here just took a giant shit, man. And it it's slowly coming back. I mean, it's getting better. Some clubs are coming back. Some of them downsized, because the buildings were huge, and then then you had COVID and all that stuff. That put a hurt on a lot of people. So, I mean, we'll see what happens, man. I mean, we've already got shows we can get. It's just being prepared when the time is right.
Yeah. See that it's a bit of a slight opposite for us here in Newcastle. We thrive on the smaller local shows, because we don't get many big bands. So when bands go on tour, so again, Metallica, Slipknot, these kind of bands, they'll skip Newcastle. They'll play London, they'll play Manchester, Glasgow, and then they'll head over to Ireland, and then come back over, finish off in London somewhere, or Birmingham. They'll always, for whatever reason, they'll skip Newcastle. So we've got to travel. If I want to go see a bigger band, I've got to travel 4 hours just to go and see a bigger band. So we thrive on the smaller shows because of our smaller clubs, pubs, bars, and stuff like that. So we absolutely thrive on the local scene. We need the local scene. It keeps for our music. If it wasn't for that, the entire music scene within Newcastle would be dead.
Well, I can tell you right now, man. I mean, like, most of us have played a lot of big shows, right? And if I can tell you right now, if that magic thing ever happened to where we became like a big big band, I can tell you right now, we will hit Newcastle, man. We'll be the one to break that.
Keeping you holding you to that.
Yeah, do it, man. I mean, we absolutely, man, because we've all already had that moment in the sun to play those big shows, and I mean, I don't like to speak for everybody, but I'm pretty sure that they all kind of have a sense the same way I have, that the smaller shows are where it's at. You get to be right there with the people and everything. But yeah, man, yeah, definitely hold that to us, man. Cause like I said, there's a big if in there, but if that magic wand ever raised and did its thing and made us some, big, huge band, then yeah, definitely, man, we'll play that.
We can get over there and not be big.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, no matter what, cause none of us, have that. Yeah, there's a certain kind of thing, like when a band starts off small and then they get big, and then there's like a different kind of psychological thing that happens. Then they get in with the wrong promoters and the wrong deals and the wrong this and the wrong that, and you got to do this, you got to do that. We've already done that crap. So it's like, I'm pretty sure none of us are going to go into a deal where they're like, we'll put you on a world tour, but you can't, play a smaller venue. Fuck that. I'm definitely not down for that. Because I like those places anyways.
That's where the fun's at.
Yeah, man. I mean, and like Phil said, the areas around here kind of pretty much crapped out. It used to be a big thing, and like even this town that I'm in right now in Salisbury, 14, 15 years ago, I was in a band called Blister, and we had the hot thing going on. We even shut down the DOJ once. No, not DOJ. What's the department? DOT. Department Trans. They were trying to fix the road, and we shut it down because the scene used to be really popping here, right? But now it's like, every one of us, even Greg, every one of us is connected well enough to where we could book anywhere we wanted to around here, but it's finding the place because the scene is just shit now.
Just dried up.
Yeah, if you want to go play a show for 3 people, man, that's fine. But I mean, but that's how dried up.
Sometimes though, playing those shows for 3 people, it kind of works because
3 more,
like I say, if you play a show in front of 5 to say 10 people, if you can just convert one person, then that person then goes and tells his friends and their friends and so on and so on and so on.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've done plenty where like the starting out when you're banging doors trying to get a gig, it's like you're playing in front of the bartender, her boyfriend, and the janitor. you know, and it's always that drunken janitor in the back going, hell yeah, you know, and we love him to death too, you know. But you know, as far as goals and stuff for this band, where we're going to see ourselves in years, I don't have any goals, and the reason why is because I'm hoping for the best, but I think that when you start when you put too much focus on I want to be a superstar and stuff like that, that's when you shoot yourself in the foot. And well, at least for me, anyways, I do, you know, and like I said, you know, none of us have ever been superstars. We play a lot of big shows, and already knowing what that's like to do that, it's not out of the question to do it again. So it's not a goal for me to try to do that again because I kind of expect it's already going to happen. But I just my goal is just to keep that energy that we got going on because I thrive on these guys. When these guys entered my world, I'm telling you right now, I flipped it upside down and for a really great way. They turned music not to be a job anymore, you know. So that's my goal, is to keep that alive, and then whatever else may come, hey, great, you know.
And have a good time with it, of course.
Fuck yeah. And
That's
of
what-
course, you know, try to get it to one day Brandon can see a grown woman naked. You know.
Best of luck with that, Brandon. Best of luck. I hope you achieve your life goal, my friend.
Brandon's a good sport. He's the youngest one in the band, so he catches all the shit. Yeah.
If you don't mind asking, how old, Brendan? How old are you?
Man, I'm 29.
That's not much of a massive difference from me, but still.
Yeah, it's not that young, but being around these guys, I mean, you know.
I'll feel your pain there, mate. I'll feel your pain.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I'm 29. These guys are 8,000 years old or some shit. I don't know.
Dinosaurs.
Right? Yeah, they're.
It's
Oh, I heard about the Roman Empire. I did.
We built that shit.
Yeah, but you got to think, I got all these guys, man.
Were you there for the creation of the Great Wall? Were you?
My birth certificate was actually on a stone tablet. So
Right?
yeah, so yeah, I'm the old guy in here.
You know, you guys everybody's seen the movies with like Hercules and all that shit, and you know the old arenas and stuff. You notice that they never put Scattered Souls in that shit. They do not give us the credit that we deserve because we were the opening band for those old ass arenas, man. You know, back in those stone when they were like, you know, running around with horses and shit. They never give us credit, man. It's not fair.
No.
I'm telling you, you know, I mean, that's the whole reason I along here because I thought I was going to be a gladiator, but then they were like, no, man, you know, yeah, just yeah, they made me wash the horses. That's you know, fuck you, dude.
Right. Anyway, time for the proper questions now because mine's a load of shite. We're gonna
Dude, you own this, man. You got to keep going what you're doing.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. But it's time to turn to the live viewers.
All right.
They're gonna ask some questions now, folks. Who's gonna open the first one now? Now to the UK, folks. Now I know what you normally ask. What's your Greg's order? This is not going to work because they don't know what Greg's is.
we have a Greg right there.
They have a Greg.
That's as far as we know. Well, we're not sure if it's Greg or Cornelius. We're not sure what we're going to call him yet. But
so yeah. Let's not talk about Greg's sausage because you'll not have it understood. So, there we go. So,
how about Mags says Army or Navy? I'm going to say whichever one you served in, Mags. That's the one.
So, Bags for Dice, who was one of my moderators, a modified to her regular question. I'm guessing. I'm not sure. I'm not even going to pronounce that. Is that Arby's? Is that a bakery? Or, is that Arby's, Wendy's, or Taco Bell?
I'm going to say Arby's.
Wendy's.
Taco Bell for sure. Taco Bell for sure.
What, fast food?
Yeah.
Arby's, Wendy's, or Taco Bell?
Arby's. Arby's, we have the meats.
3 for Arby's. I have no idea what the fuck Arby's is. It's just as well.
They do roast beef sandwiches.
Right.
Their spokes guy is the voice behind Darth Vader.
Right.
I forgot what his name is.
James Earl Jones.
Yeah, James Earl Jones. Yeah, he does. And it's funny. He does the commercial. We have the meats.
Well, Bags for Dice, who she's from our neck of the woods here in Newcastle. She's been to the States many, many times, so she obviously knows what Arby's is, and
Yeah, man, Arby's
she,
is where it's at. I
she-
even have a bottle of Arby's sauce and Arby's horsey sauce in my fridge.
so she has confirmed that Arby's is the correct answer. And to be fair, I'm pretty proud of myself that I actually pronounced it right, because I wasn't sure if I was going to say it right.
Yeah, you did right with that, man.
Sweet.
You're a Wendy's. I like their. Well, I don't know. See, I got ruined with Wendy's because I worked there once. So
Well, we're here.
Oh, I'll let these guys answer it. I gotta pee again. Fuck.
He's always going to the bathroom. So,
See, Brendan, just before Phil, Brendan, Greg, you see what happens when you get old?
I see it. Hey, I'm older than all of them. You seen me do that yet?
Should be good. That's a good point. That is a good point. I apologize, Phil, on that one. It's more of a Peretti thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's just got a baby's bladder.
He said Peretti got a baby bladder.
We call him peanut bladder. Yeah.
Oh.
No, that's his cup size. Peanut shell.
So you gotta go. He can't just go outside. Yeah,
He's got to sit.
Yeah, he goes all the way in the house to go to the bathroom so he can wipe when he sits down.
Bless him. Another one. What songs are on your On the Road playlist?
On the road playlist.
So Scatter Souls got Let Me Sleep.
Well,
So on the road playlist for me would be like
He's back. Shh. He's
Oh,
back.
he's back. Shh, 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 shh. Everybody relax. We did not say he sits down to pee. We did not say that. Nobody said it.
Shh.
I said it. I said it. And I love that I said it. Nah, so on the road playlist would be like definitely some Too Short, some NWA for me. Maybe a little bit of Tom Petty, bro. Yeah, I'm a new believer in that. Yeah. Some Nazareth, probably some old school Black Sabbath for sure. Throw that in to keep you engaged. Maybe a little Magic School Bus theme song. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. What about you guys? On the road playlists.
Probably about anything from Fallen in Reverse, Sleep Token. I don't know. Like I said, I've got a wide Limp Biscuit corner. I still listen to them.
I cannot get away with Sleep Token. I don't know what it is. Sleep Token just does. I just don't vibe. Sleep Token. I just don't know what it is. It's everything about them I should dig, but it's just something about it I can't get into.
Sleep Token's a hit or miss, man. It's like you either love them or you hate them.
Yeah. Ice Nine Kills are pretty awesome too. That's a newer band that I just recently came across. They've gained my respect for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, Bowling Pursuit's awesome.
This is Rushy, the drummer. I say for me, I'm more of a. I like to listen to musicians. I like bands, but more mainstream stuff. But I'm a drummer guy. I like a lot of different stuff, like Slipknot, Avenged Sevenfold. But then like Dave Matthews Band, they got an amazing drummer, Breaking Benjamin, Chevelle. I mean, I listen a little bit of everything. I'm more of a fan of the drummers I really like to listen to. But as far as just like my favorite all-time song is Cemetery Gates.
Nice. I do love me some
You know what
Pantera.
I mean, as far as bands go, I'm more just the mainstream popular stuff. I really follow more musicians personally than I would say, if that makes sense.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm a jazz drummer with a jazz background, so I got a wide range of stuff I really like to listen to, but it's mostly drum oriented.
Yeah, I can probably see if you're a Black Sabbath fan and if you've got a jazz background as well, because you can hear some jazz elements into early Black Sabbath days.
Yeah,
So,
I'm a little outside my box with these guys, and it's a good mesh. I'm getting faster and faster every day with as far as my feet go, and I'm really enjoying it. And
nice.
yeah, it's just but yeah, I'm a follower of a lot of drummers versus I guess all time favorite drummers. The Rev uh, is I guess is my if that type of thing. But Slipknot, I'd say is probably my favorite as far as I can listen to about anything they put out.
Yeah. Slipknot for me is Slipknot's the all-time favorite for myself. Yeah, my right arm's completely tattooed in Slipknot, so yeah, Slipknot's the all-time favorite for me. So
Yeah, me as well. I got the signature George Jorgensen snare I've had for 15 years. And can't replace it, man. That's just
rest in peace, Joey Jordison.
me. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, him and the Rev, Uh, but yeah, I'd say that's about the basic for me. I like about anything, but if the drums are there, then I'm listening.
Cool. Anyone else? Go ahead, Freddie.
Yeah, no, actually, that's where me and Rusty click as well, because like I come from a jazz. I was a drummer most of the time. I was a musician. I think not professionally, but I came from a jazz background too, and so I can hear a lot of that jazz that he does in it. But that's why I think it's going to bring an element that where people are going to be like, wow, because it's putting a jazz element, a whole jazz thing to this kind of metal is so righteous. I mean, it's so badass. But as far as like the go-to thing to listen to on the road, um I like listening to Justin Bieber. No, I can't even say that with a straight face.
Don't you lie. Don't you lie to me, Freddie. I have been in your streams many times and you have played Justin Bieber. Devin, just because you're on a UK stream at the minute.
Billy Vanilli. Now I don't really have, honestly, there's not much. I mean, if I was like to go, it's been a long time since I've had a license and stuff, but if I was to like pop anything in the CD player, you know how long I've been since I've driven. Last car I had a CD player. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I used to listen to local bands, be honest with you. Like I'd go to shows and collect their CDs. That's what I would listen to. 5L, Swift, all those guys. That's what I would put in. His old band, him. I can't look at the screen and point right. Him. Phil, yeah. Phil's old band. Mind Flow, was it? Yeah, Mind Flow. Yeah, dude. It was the local bands that I played most.
Nice. Couple of questions here. Do you have a roadmap for where you want to go as a band, or are you just gonna wing it?
Wing it, man. I think, right? Yeah. What it did. Don't really have a map. We'll just see what opportunities come, and do it. I mean, right now the only roadmap is getting on a plane and going to California in a few months.
Yeah,
that's about it.
Nice.
I don't know. Do you guys have any roadmap?
No.
What?
Online first.
Online first, yeah. Yeah, that's everywhere. So yeah.
So I can't do this as good as Parody, so I'm not even going to try. But Super Mags has asked, what song of yours is your favorite and why?
I'm going to say Rocker, because I have the most fun singing it. I like all of our songs equally. I really do, but I have the most fun with Rocker. I'll hand the mic around with them.
We got a song called Regrets that'll make you shake your ass and shit like that. So yeah, I'm definitely happy with that one.
Can you twerk to it?
Nah.
No, that's not good.
Yeah, Regrets and Rocker. And like they said, they're all really good. This is honestly the first band I've been in, cover or original, that wasn't a song that I didn't enjoy to play, if that makes sense. I mean,
yeah.
the song's good. It was just maybe boring to play, or but there's not one song I'm just not ready to kick off, if that makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
they're all really good, and there isn't any skips, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? When you listen to this song sucks, you skip it. I think there's the songs we have, all 7 so far, you wouldn't skip. 8, yeah, 8, yeah. Yeah, but you would listen to all 8, you wouldn't skip. No skips.
Honestly, I like Rucker the best. That's probably my favorite one to play so far. No, don't. All good, but hands down, like Rucker is my favorite to play so far.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to the newer songs that we write. I imagine it's only going to get better as we go.
So we've had some acknowledgement for the Tom Petty. Would you cover a Tom Petty song in your style? No. Is that because you don't want to destroy it, or?
Well, covers. We don't play covers. I mean,
We don't play covers.
If we did do a cover, it would have to be like a joke like Swift did. They kind of like tore up that one song, but it would be like a hidden thing that you never really play live. But I'm not even saying we're going to. I'm saying like if I was to get it, if I was to get interested in doing a cover, it would be just for something that would be like on a hidden track or so. I would not be interested in doing a cover live. And it would have to be like a parody, like it would be a rewrite, Yeah, here comes Santa Claus death metal.
Yes.
I have a handful of parodies I'm doing as a single thing, and honestly, other than them, twisting to something fun or comical, I'm not even interested in doing it.
Fair play. So obviously, got another question here for any pre-show rituals. Now, obviously, you haven't played a show yet. So, in your past bands, do you have any pre-show rituals before you go live?
Well, back in the day, I used to. I'd always guzzle 2 beers as fast as I could. Yes, yeah. But that was about it.
That was about it. Yeah.
It made me play too late. I was too drunk to play. So there you go. Yeah.
I actually had a weird one. There's a train. Well, of course, this wouldn't work with other places. Places didn't have a train track nearby, but there's one that's runs around here, and I would wait for that train to come by, and I would scream at it as loud as I could to break my throat in. But that's when I was first starting off singing metal, But that was it. Other than that, I didn't really have any pre-show rituals except for just try to loosen up. Like Phil, I would have a few drinks, just to loosen up. Now it's going to be a little bit different. I may have 1 or 2, but other than that, it's going to be. I'm not going to really have anything till after the show. But yeah, I used to scream at a train.
One way of how it works.
I've actually don't really have, I guess what we'd say, a pre-show ritual. I just try to warm up my hands as best as I can, get them, nice and limber, and go at it.
He does this a lot.
Yeah,
Peretti, that's exactly where I went.
how'd you know my secret? You been looking at my window?
I am your secret stock.
For me, I like to just find maybe about 10 minutes of solitude, get like 10 minutes of solitude, and then we can play the show. But I had to have a few minutes where nobody was there.
Just like a quiet room to yourself sort of thing.
Back in the day, it was 6 beers. That was the perfect.
6 beers.
Any less,
Holy shit.
any more, I get sloppy. But 6 beers was perfect. But I had to quit drinking.
Six beers took the edge off.
A nice bowl, smoke a joint. No, I'm good to go. But
Nice.
back in the day, 6 beers, it was on. I mean, but yeah, now it's I just burned me a fat joint. Done kind of gotten old.
Hell yeah.
And I'm good.
We'll get to your last one in a second from Elderhide, but we'll have quite an important question from Evil Penguin. Have you heard of groups called Bewitched or S Club 7?
I personally haven't. If you guys don't get too annoyed with this, I did want to throw in.
Stream's cancelled. We're done. Scatter Soul is cancelled for not knowing who S Club 7 is. This is a travesty.
Okay. Well, what I meant to say is yes, and I love them.
Yes, good answer. Well done.
I have them tattooed. No,
I see.
the thing with Rocker, I did want to give a shout out because this guy has given a lot to this band too. It was actually the viewer that we have is also part-time moderator, a long-time viewer. He's been around since the beginning. His name's Rocker.
Yeah, I know Rocker.
He helped us get t-shirt press and stuff and numerous other things. So we actually named the song after him, but we just changed it to Rock Her, instead of Rocker. So it's like, phonetic kind of clever thing. So I kind of want to just throw that shout out there real quick. Even though the song is going to be talking about talking to a chick and stuff, because you have to write the lyrics around the title, but but we decided to call it Rock Her for him,
Yeah.
and there's a bunch of other people too, like mags and stuff like that. There's going to be some secret stuff for them in there too,
Next one. See, that's what it's all about. Showing.
We've had a lot of really great in there. A bunch of them are in your chat, and we'll get to that last question, but I just wanted to make sure we give the proper shout outs, man. We appreciate you guys so fucking much.
Big loves to everyone in chat.
Without them, so. But no, I'm sorry to say I don't know who those bands are. But if you guys want to throw me a link,
I'm sorry, but we're gonna have to finish this now, guys, because
somebody save me in this shit here.
I don't know. They sound good, I guess.
Brendan, save us. Brendan and Greg, you better save this. Have you heard of S Club or Bewitched?
No, I have not.
You sucked, mate. You sucked. You're finished. You are fired. You are done. Get out.
Hey, I listened to music only released from like 1970 to 1975, and that's
S Club was in the 90s, my friend.
yeah. I'm sorry, it's just 70s music for me, man.
He was only born in the 90s. There is a good chance that some of us have heard of them, but the 90s, you gotta admit, man. I mean, you gotta understand that was like severe intoxication days. So there's a chance that we heard them, and we just don't remember right now. Exactly. It's possible.
Come on, Greg, save the band.
I'll be looking them bands up tonight to listen.
Oh, come on, this is not good. This is absolute disgrace.
You heard of those bands? Bewitched and what was it?
S Club 7.
No, sir.
No, come on. What is going on? This is a Travis.
We will look them up.
That's what I wanted to say.
So, well, S Club 7 is not rock or metal. They are a bubblegum pop band.
Bubblegum pop.
Yeah.
I'm closing the interview now. Fuck, why didn't you just ask me about Bieber, you fuck? Damn it, man.
To be honest with you, though, S Club 7, they do a song called Reach for the Stars. We play that every stream. Every stream we end on S Club 7 Reach because there's kind of a mental health type message in there. So like the song starts off, when the world leaves you feeling blue, I'll be there for you. And it's basically, we play that song every stream. As much as it's cheesy as fuck, and it's pop music, we play it because it's to tell everyone in the world who's watching us live, just to reach out to somebody. Don't be silent. Reach to somebody.
That's good. That's a good message, man. I mean, absolutely. And same thing goes as what I said earlier. Throw me some links. Maybe I'll pop them in tonight.
Yeah, like I say, it is S Club 7 Reach. It is the cheesiest pop song you will probably ever hear in your lifetime.
Dude, bro, my shows, I can guarantee you I've heard the cheesiest of cheese.
I've still got tokens. For you. I know what I'm requesting next time. And you can't get...
You said I still got tokens. I'm going to fuck you up.
Yeah, you're damn right I am. Yeah, I think I've got about 4 or 5. I'm just gonna spam S Club 7, Bewitched, NSYNC.
If we sell out tonight, it's gonna be 35 in a row. Yes, shameless plug right now. So go on in there tonight, man. If you're still awake.
If anyone who was not in chat and you are not following this man on Twitch, Peretti Party,
then you suck. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Well, I was going to say what's wrong with you, but you went a bit extreme. Yeah. You'll be thoroughly entertained. That's for sure with Peretti Party.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, very welcome. Give credit where credit is due. It is an absolute crack and laugh. You can also chat and wind up Peretti every time he's got to go to the toilet. Every song and a half. To be fair though, a lot of people just keep feeding him shots after shots, so
Yeah.
it's one of the weakness of having a baby bladder.
Show them right now. I did get us an early Christmas gift. I'm gonna show them tonight, but they're a little bit larger shot glasses. So whoever sent those to me but you guys wait till you see them. They're badass. But
Nice one.
whoever sent those to me is on a mission to get me tore up. I know it. they're kind of big.
So, anyone in chat before we finish off for the night? Does anyone have any final questions for Scattered Souls? What have we got? What we're waiting eagerly awaiting, patiently.
The band already lost.
I have no idea. Yeah, I totally agree with that, Camilla.
I don't even know if that was directed to us. I just I'll tell you what. It looks like the questions are done, but I will tell you guys, or tell you, man, BeardBo, thank you so much for having us on your stream. And
no thanks needed. My pleasure to have you here.
Having you as our first official interview, man. Very, very grateful, and I had a great time hanging out with you, man.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
I'll let these guys say anything they want to you, and then I think after that we're gonna go rock out and actually get some practice time in.
Nice one. Well, just before Bags for Dice just said she wishes you luck for the future, and great interview, guys.
Thank you.
That's from one of my moderators, Bags for Dice.
Thank you very much, moderator of his.
Yes.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. That was fun.
No worries whatsoever.
And I appreciate it, and I want to shout out to the UK. I've always wanted to come over there, and two of my better friends that are here are from Leeds. I'm not sure how close.
Leeds. It's about 2 hour drive.
Greatest people I know. I mean, just great people. So maybe one day I'll get to come over there. But I just want to say I appreciate the time.
There's a roadmap goal right
there. Dusty, before Greg speaks, Dusty, if meet your friend outside of Leeds, because no disrespect to Leeds is a bit of a shithole. Oh, yeah. It is rough. Like rough. I mean, the last time I was in Leeds,
the two guys I know, you never believe that. I mean, they are just the greatest guys.
Oh, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the people. It's the city itself. Yeah, I got you. The people are probably nice as anything. It's the city itself is really bad. But my last time in Leeds, I got stopped by a homeless man who had just stolen a razor set, and he's like, "Do you want to buy this? I've just stolen it from our local shop." And I was like, "No, I don't want to buy that. You've just stolen it.
At least you made a genuine connection right there. It sounds like you had a great night with that man.
To be fair, I was more offended. Are you trying to say I need a shave? I was like, I won't be BeardBo without the beard.
I appreciate the time and interview. I mean, greatly.
No worries whatsoever. It's what we're all here for at the end of the day, supporting grassroots bands, up and coming artists, independent artists. We need bands like ourselves, underground scene. So more than happy to. Like I say, it's a good chat, bit of a crack. Have a good time with it. Why not?
Yeah, dude, you're doing great with this, man. I used to do interviews a lot too, and I'm telling you right now, you own this, man. So keep going with it. And
thank you.
I appreciate you doing this for local bands, for real. So definitely keep up with that, man. And anytime I can share your stuff or whatever, just let me know.
Yeah, it's no worries. I'll be sure to send you some Wargrave once we're done, so you can open up with their track tonight.
Yep. Yeah, don't even use a token for that, man. Just send it to me on the side, and I'll just pop it on.
That's not a problem whatsoever. That's not a problem. I may not be there for the stream, however, because I am back at work 6 a.m. So
Oh yeah,
yeah, so I am back at.
Understandable, man.
Yeah, that's the only problem with that, because you go live my time at 11 p.m.
Yeah, I have a lot of viewers like that.
Yeah.
People will be like, come popping on. It's 2 a.m. I'm like,
Yeah.
sorry, I don't know.
I mean, I tend to work a lot of night shift in my area, so I'm normally a night owl, so I can normally just hang out on my days off, but on day shift week, when I work through the daytime, like what I'm doing this week, luckily tomorrow is my final day shift. I'm back on night shift as of Tuesday, so I'll be able to. Yeah, exactly. It's where I'm more comfortable at the end of the day. So,
Hey, listen, man, we're about to bounce. We got to get at least
yes.
Got about 30-45 minutes of jam time happening.
Sweet.
I got to get on the camera.
Oh, sure. No, totally understandable. Yeah, I'm going to go chill with the wife for a little bit before I go sleepy time.
There you go.
So anyway, thank you very much, Scattered Souls, for being here. Thank you, everyone in chat, for participating, hanging out with us. I hope you have enjoyed yourselves just as much as what I have, and I hope what Scattered Souls have. This will be archived and on YouTube within about a week and a half. I have got a couple of interviews scheduled, so it could be a little bit longer, but it will be archived and up on YouTube.
Oh yeah, man. We'll share it up.
Sweet. Thank you very much. So take care, guys, and we'll see you real soon. And anyone watching live, I'll not be playing any music. I'll be raiding out straight away, because like I say, early morning start. So I'll be back on I'll be back Monday night, 7 p.m. GMT time. We are interviewing Tony Dolan from Venom Inc. So yeah, come and join us for that. And until
y'all go check out scattersouls.rocks.
Yes.
Check out those box sets we got pre-sale.
Facebook as well. Go and check out the Facebook. Drop them a like and a follow. I'll put all the links in our Discord, and please follow them, share them, etc. Cool. Right.
I'll see y'all later.
Take care, guys.
See ya.